magnificent morning, wonderful afternoon, and excellent evening. This is Carla from MindPlore with Carla and Friends. And Mirza had an internet issue going on. Hopefully, he will get back. Shivali has Navratri happening right outside of her window. So we don't have her because it would be really noisy with all the singing and the dancing and the prayers and everything. So right now it's just me, Rubina, and Hazefa. And hi everyone, we're happy to be here. And this is a little off the topic, but it's also very important. So I'm going to mention it. We were talking off camera about the confidence that people need to have to be on camera. And the truth is, confidence comes only by being in the moment at the time of the moment. And I was talking to one of my friends who said, well, I never did this before. I can't do it. And I kind of went off on her a little, not meaning to be rude. You know who it is right now. I use the pronoun. Mainly because I was concerned. Friends tell the truth to each other. And I had to be very blunt with her. And she said, well, Carla, I've never done this before. And I know that. Every time I come on camera, I never did it before. Every moment is a different moment. Every moment has a different meaning. And I hope, oh, good, I saw it. And because of that, we have to look at the moment for what it is and what's going to happen. Mirza just told me he has a poor internet connection. And I thought, oh no, I lost the panelist. Who knows? He may get here, he may not get here. We don't know. I was really pushing to get Shivali here today. She couldn't do it. Family issues along with the whole thing. And then we have the issue of people being afraid. Well, I'm a little afraid today. I have an 11-year-old child here and an older lady who's a little nervous about it. And I'm nervous. What's the big deal? You either like the show or you don't like the show. You either want to watch it or you don't. Who cares? So what's important is you take every moment and you make that moment into something special. Because this moment will never come back. It's the only moment we have. And when we're talking with our friends, we need to realize that. And not say, oh, I sort of like you. If you love someone, you tell them you love them. You don't waste any moment in life because every moment is extremely important for everyone. And Rubina, I'm sorry if I embarrassed you right now. That was not my intention, but it was a very important learning moment, not only for you, but also for me, what I was telling. It's a very important moment for Hazefa or anyone who is watching the show. So put your smiles on. When you're nervous, sometimes you forget to smile. But the moment you begin smiling, guess what happens? your brain gets a message saying, hey, it's time to relax. And all those cells in your body begin to relax, and your whole body relaxes. So, we're going to take that knowledge and bring it to MindPlore today. We are going to talk about friendship. What is a real friend? I know both of these people can talk about this topic. Hopefully, Mirza will be back. I have no idea. But we're going to take this moment and move it forward and talk about friendship. And having said that, I would like Rubina to talk and say what she needs to say about friendship, living in the moment, whatever she wants to pick up on without the fear, because there's nothing to be afraid of. Rubina.
Thank you, Carla. Thank you for all those words. And I'm not feeling embarrassed for whatever you have said. And I needed it. And I think we all do need it from time to time. And as you said, that whenever and we were talking about it off camera as well, that whenever we start doing something new, we feel uncomfortable, right? So, and if we fear from it, we get scared from it, it stops us from doing it. So we should have to do it anyways to overcome that fear. And that fear is actually a false fear. It's everything is false. It's our mind is giving us some false information to us, and that is coming up as a fear. So you are not embarrassing me. Actually, thank you for all those beautiful words. And about friendship, I would define it as, let's suppose I meet someone for the first time and I started feeling comfortable with that person. I feel as if I like that person and talking to that person, and without having anything else in my mind, like what kind of benefits I would be able to get from her, without judging anything about her status, her education, her socio-economic status, anything. I just feel comfortable in her company, and I like her. I like talking to her. Um, uh, the thoughts we share, I like it, and I want to be friend with that person. I want to be friend with, like, I want to continue meeting her again and again. If that is the basis of making a decision to make that person a friend of mine, that is, I believe, is a true friendship, or is a real friendship. But if anything else comes in, like, if I've been thinking about getting benefits, how much benefits I would be able to get from that person, if that person is like, if it's Carla, and I would thinking that she is having so many connections, and I would be able to connect to so many people, and in future I will be able to get benefit from those people. And if I would be thinking in those lines, I think it's selfishness, it's meanness, and the friendship made on those bases is not going to be a true friendship. I think it's going to be a fake friendship. It will not last long, and yeah, it's a kind of me just thinking about getting benefit. I'm not making friendship for the sake of friendship, or I'm not looking at you, or the person the no imaginary person I'm talking about as a human being. I'm just thinking about the benefits I could get from that person, and it will lead to a fake friendship, and not a true friendship. True friendship is where you don't judge someone on the basis of getting like how many benefits you would be able to, and especially I'm talking about the materialistic benefits, because these days the whole world, people, they are becoming more and more materialistic. When people meet to each other, they think of I'm not saying that everybody is like that, but some people, they are too materialistic and they think about how much benefit they can get from the other person. And when your friendship is based on those things, it's not going to last long, because what will happen, the other person might will not be able to meet your needs or your wants, and the time will come that what you think that the benefit you will be able to get from that person, he or she will not be able to give it to you. So you will feel disappointed. So the friendship will not last long. You're having so many conditions in it. You are thinking about not about the friendship, you are thinking about benefits. So yes, to me, true friendship, which does not involve anything. Like it's just you like someone, you feel comfortable talking to someone, and you want that person to be your friend just for the sake of friendship and nothing else. Yes, the relationships, any relationship, not just friendship in this world, is a give and take basis. The relationships work, and friendships too. But when you become friend with someone, you don't have anything in your mind. Like you are not thinking about getting benefits. You are just thinking about that person as a human being. You like him or her as a human being, and you want to connect with that person again and again. That's it. That's, I think, is going to be a true friendship if you become friend with that person.
You brought up a point that really got to me. I You're right. I have many connections, and I thank a dear friend Rehan Allahwala for putting me in this position. And sometimes we look at friendship and we think, oh, I want this from this person, or I want the person to share my post because I'll be seen more, or I won't be seen more, whatever. And what you made me realize, and I've never put any condition on whether my posts get on anyone's page, but to let go of that wish and just accept things as they are in the moment. So friendship is not, as you said, it's not conditional. It's based on a desire to communicate with the person and to grow with that person. Hazefa, what do you want to say about friendship?
Well, first of all, I agree with Ms. Rubina that friendship doesn't need to be based on materials, money, and your needs and wants. Instead, true friendship is that we care about each other. I actually thought about this and found out that friends could be abbreviated into F, standing for forgiveness and fighting for you. R stands for respect you. I is instant stands for including you in every problem. E instead stands for encouraging you. N stands for wait. There's just a sec. I'll be right back.
No, just go by what's Hazefa. I told you, you may not do that. Either you keep your camera on and your mic on, or you don't come. And I mean it. I will remove you if you don't open up your camera now. Anyway, back to friendship.
Really sorry, there was an interruption.
No, you need to listen. I should have removed you. No more choices. You can't just come on camera and come off when you want to. You need
Okay,
to
it
stay.
won't happen again.
You said that to me 5 minutes ago. I mean it, Hazefa. The next time you do it, you will be removed. So you forgot a word. Who cares? Same.
No, there was some
No,
intention.
be quiet and listen. You forgot what you wanted to say with the letter N. So you move on. You come up with something else. Or you stop it completely. But you don't go off camera. You're here to be a part of the show, not to remove yourself when you forget something. And that goes for any show you're on. What you did was very, very disrespectful to everyone here. Wait a minute, I'll come back. You can't do that. Not in a live show. I won't say it again. I just will remove you and not have you at the show again. If you ever do that again. And I'm very serious. The kids' English show is different. This show, you need to be here. And you need to stop thinking about Huzaifa and what Huzaifa looks like. You need to start looking at who you are as a person. Go on, Huzaifa.
Okay, so as I was saying, that F stands for fight for you, and R stands for respect you, and I stand for including you in their and your problems, and E stands for encouraging you, while N stands for needing you, while D stands for developing you and helping you achieve what you really are. So that is what a friend really is, and S stands for supporting you. So as we
I
can
want to ask you a question. Were you listening to the conversation I was having with Rubina when we talked about friendship as not a thing of needing someone? It was about wanting someone to be a part of your life. And you put need in front of everything right now.
I meant it in a different way. I mean that when you develop that mutual connection with someone, that is when you become their true friends. A true friend really helps you solve your problems, and they are with you all the time. They don't like most friends, fake friends abandon you when you ask for help, or they don't help you. So a true friend never does that. A true friend will never leave you abandoned in any situation. A true friend is someone that cares about you and loves you and likes you the way you are. Like most people don't like you, and most people just put a fake smile on their face to make you happy. But a true friend actually likes you for who you are and helps you become better and helps you achieve your dreams. A true friend is needed in every one of our lives. We need to have that one true friend that helps us with every situation and every problem, that stays with us, that doesn't abandon us.
Now that I like.
That's a true friend.
Thank you. That's a really good definition, Huzaifa, and I know that you can do it. But did you realize that you did a lot better when you stopped looking at what you wrote and began talking yourself? It has a lot more meaning. Would you agree? Yes, no, maybe. Huzaifa, I'm waiting for an answer.
Yes. And also, whenever
whoa! I asked you a question. And you want to say, oh, I want to say this. Put away your notes. because I know you have notes, and start acting like a kid. A kid doesn't necessarily have notes in front of him and saying, I'm going to say this at the show, or I'm going to say that. Start relating to what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
And I asked you, are you feeling better talking like a kid instead of, I have these notes and I'm going to say what I want to say? What feels better, Hasefa?
For me, it really feels better to talk naturally.
Okay, so what are you going to do from now on? Here?
Talk naturally and just say what comes from inside me.
Right. And why is that more important?
Because that helps us be who we really are.
Absolutely. So, can I get a promise from you that you will no longer come to this show with all kinds of notes and begin talking naturally and begin being yourself? Because that's what this show is about. You're not here to impress people. You're here to be yourself. And as I said in the beginning of the show, and also to Rubina before we even got this thing started, it doesn't matter what happens. What happens is that you're yourself. And when you are yourself, then you are a real friend. When you're playing these games, oh, I gotta have all these notes, you're not really being a friend. And I would not be a friend to you if I did that. Okay, it's been an interesting show, Mirza. Please introduce yourself. And we are talking about friendship, I believe, but I'm getting confused myself.
Today's show is going to be more natural than any one previous shows.
Yes, it is. Because I'm already saying things that I have never said on camera. Really. So, Mirza, you're going to be taking a risk, but talk.
All right, you want me to go ahead now?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Okay, perfect. This is Mirza Ali. I was switching an internet service, so sorry for the intermittent hiccup. And Carla had me on the show, and she's somebody that I have huge amount of respect. She brings the best out of the people. That is the real definition of a good host. She brings the real, raw, relevant crux outside of her personality, and be yourself. Take extreme ownership, accountability, and responsibility with your life. Whoever you are, just show your shine.
Mirza, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I was showing you myself last night when I spoke to you, and I wasn't in a giggly mood.
That's why I respect you. You're yourself, real, raw, relevant.
You told me I want to hear you giggling. I want to hear this. I want to hear that. I was not in the mood. I just needed to get this together.
That's right.
And you said, Carla, I don't like how you sound. Is that being a friend?
I am your friend. Yeah. I am your friend. But above all, we are our own worst friends, and we are our own best enemies, and we are our own best friends.
Right.
So this topic of friendship, I'm going to give a different spin on it. I don't know what others have shared, but I'm going to give you my real version. My understanding is people resonate with your energy. Your energy never lies. Whatever you speak, behind this psychology, behind this technology, there's a human psychology, there's a human behavior. And we all vibrate on certain level of frequency and vibration and spectrum. And your vibe will attract your tribe. So the very first person that you have to get in friendship with is you, accepting you with complete ownership, with complete responsibility, with complete accountability. Your thoughts become things, your feelings will determine your dealings, your emotions will determine your life's motion, its energy in motions. Those thoughts become things. Thoughts are female, emotions are male. You combine them together, marry them together, a creation happens. That is your belief. And that belief will create your reality. Your reality will create your personality. Your personality will create your identity. And your identity will define who you are on a core level. So the very best person that you have to be in friends with is you, accepting yourself with the good and bad, with the dark side, with the light, with the day and night. And it's all about the conversation that we have with our mind within the four walls of our, behind the most expensive real estate that we have between our two ears, behind our eyeballs. That is the 6 inches of real estate. That is the battlefield. That is a level plane where we need to be our best friend. We have to bet on ourselves on a highest degree, because our inner world, inner mastery, inner reality, with the self inquiry, self discovery, self reflection, self journey, self determination, will reflect the external world. So be your own best friend, not your worst enemy. Get out of your own way, open up the space, go do your thing. People people know what to do, but are you going to do what's required to up level your life, to challenge yourself into the next plateau in life? And that only happens when you are your own best friend, not worst enemy. At one time we are diabolical and we are divine. At one time this mind is your incarceration, it's your liberation, or your encaption. It's what we choose, and what we steer to choose, we move towards that. If you focus on the problem, problem grows. If you focus on the solution, solution grows. So be your very best friend. And because you need your body, your physical fitness is part of you, and you have to earn it. Your financial life, you have to earn it. Your spirituality, you have to earn it. You have to pay the price. No one's gonna come and do it for you. Your money game, your business, your finance, your career growth, and everything, a function of your commitment. It's you being your best friend. And that's how you will create your desired outcome. Huzafa, there's an echo coming from your side if you mute it. So I think while others are speaking, not that I don't want to hear you. You speak so
Excuse
beautifully.
me, Huzafa, you need to mute your Facebook page in order to share it out. So just close your Facebook page. Rubina, do you want to respond to Mirza?
Yes, I think what he just talks about was we talked about in our previous two shows, self-love. And yeah, that's true. Actually, first we have to love ourselves, and only then we'll be able to, like, first we have to be our own friends, and only then we'll be able to attract some good friends around us. I think that's what he was trying to say. Am I right, Ali? Am I right?
Yeah. No, you're spot on. Actually, you have inner world and you have external world, and your external world is a complete replica of your internal world. If your self image that you project outside, in order for you to rise with evolution and revolution, a person cannot rise above the self image they're holding back in their subconscious mind about themselves. The way you see yourself is the way others will see you. And that only happens when you step into the friendship, into your daily, predictable, sustainable power. And that's how you will be the very best version of yourself. Live your life to the fullest human possible potential. Be all you can be. And you're constantly rewiring, reframing, reconditioning, repercepting, reparadigm shifting your patterns of existence towards the next growth trajectory. And that's the real friendship. And if you are your own best friend, and I kind of heard you guys saying confidence. Confidence is all about keeping your words to yourself with complete integrity and honesty. If I tell myself, hey, I'm going to do 3 miles in the morning, and if I don't do it, then there's a piece of me that would say, hey, you're a liar, right? You are out of integrity, out of alignment. So you have to, what you tell yourself is what you sell yourself. The more you know yourself is the more you grow yourself. So what you tell yourself, and if you do those things, that's all that confidence is all there to it. That's how you are in complete integrity and alignment with you. You say what you do and you do what you say. In the spiritual biblical, and I'm going to translate in English, in a Holy Quran, there's a verse, Lema takuluna mala tafalun. Why don't you say something, walk the walk, talk the talk, know the way, go the way, and show the way with a complete friendship and leadership? Right? What is leadership? You're leading the ship, right? So once you are in the friendship, in the complete alignment, you're logically aligned, you're emotionally aligned, you're physically aligned, you're spiritually aligned with yourself. That is the real friendship. That is the friendship that I see broken. Once you fall into that ownership, accountability, and responsibility, you deal with this. Outside is a replica of who you are, and then people will accept you. You're the sum total of 5 people that you hang around with. You hang around with the garbage, you become garbage. You hang around with the high performers, high achievers, high producers, heavy hitters in a business and marketplace, right? Competitor people, you become like that. Anything you put in a salt mine will become salt at some point in time. So you are who you are.
So here a question arises in my mind. If Carla, if you will allow me to ask this question from
Wait
Mirza.
a minute, Rubina, why are you asking me if you can ask?
No, because you are the host.
No, why are you asking me? I spoke to you earlier about this.
So,
Please just ask.
So Ali just mentioned about being with the people you want to be, like, right? So is there any chances, like, and then he talked about self-reflection and to be the best friend of yourself first and to love yourself as you are or whatever you are. So are there any chances to attract some fake friends once in a while in your life,
The
or
answer. Now I'm going to answer you, Rubina.
you love
So,
yourself, there are no chances of attracting
all
any
right. So let me answer you and let me mute. Let me have you mute because somebody has an echo going on.
I do.
So
Yeah, it's Hazefa, and
Oh, let me mute. Let me mute
so I
my.
don't think he understands completely what.
Okay, let me mute my.
Everyone's Facebook needs to be muted during the show.
yeah, I only have this app open, nothing else.
Okay.
So to answer Rubina, that was a very beautiful question. Listen, you be the change that you wish to see in the world. In order for me to be a good father, I have to level up my game as a father. Be the husband that she's wishing to see in you. Be the friend that they're looking in you. Be the business partner that you can't do bad deal with a good business partner or good deal with a bad business partner. Be the one, be the change that you wish to see in the world, and you'll attract people and you repel people automatically. I'm a misfit to those friends who wake up late in the morning, who do mindless browsing, who eat whatever they want to eat because I want to be on fit, I want to be on fire. If I own my morning routine, if I own my day, and the way I spend my day is the way I spend my life because I'm a very disciplined individual. So those who are not disciplined, automatically there's a piece of them that resents them, and then they don't. I'm no longer part of their gathering. I need to like do my morning rituals, my daily protocol, my framework, my daily plan. I have to execute. After a certain time, I have to go. I have to rest because my body needs some sleep. Some people, like they want to wake up early, 1 a.m. Late, and eating and drinking without any nutrition plan and everything. So your wife will attract your tribe. So you become someone, you'll attract those people that are on the same level of frequency with the growth mindset, with an abundance mindset, not with a fixed and scarcity mindset. So the only person that you need to focus upon is yourself. That's it. And then you'll find the right people, and then you will you'll repel the wrong people and attract the right people. Eagles are never put in the cage. Eagles, birds of feathers flock together. I hope I make sense.
Yes, you made it, but my question is still there. Yes, you attract like-minded people. I believe that. But are there any chances that once in a while or once in a lifetime, someone uh, try to get advantage of you? Someone you are not thinking about um, in a bad way about that person, but someone gets attracted to you, and it turns out to be after a few weeks, after a few months, it turns out to be a fake friend. Because you're talking about here about true friendship and fake friendship, the difference between. So are there any chances, or it's like it's written, like if you are good, you are going to attract good people in your life, that's it? No, it's not going to happen. But if the pattern will be like it will be disturbed, it will be changed once in a while or once in a lifetime, are there any chances? And how, if it happened to you or it will happen to you, what will you obviously we learn a lot from it happens for a reason, right? And I learned a lot from that kind of a person, more than the friends, the like-minded people. I learned from that person a lot more. But are there any chances that even if you are good, you're nice, you are the best friend of yourself, your true self, you are showing off, but still there are chances that you will get some fake friend?
Listen, the only fakeness, it's all about perception of situation, perception of reality. It's how you see reality, right? You need to be your best friend. And life is all about journey, it's not a destination. People will come and go in your life, right? It has to go on, it has to move on. Of course, you need people to support you cause, your vision and mission and purpose that is larger than you, that is bigger than you. You'll get good people, you'll get bad people, right? But what, all you need to do, worry about your own self, right? You, how should I say, there is inner reality, inner circle, and there is external reality, external circle. There's a saying that there is a your circle of influence and there is circle of concern. Live your life in the circle of influence. What happens outside is outside of your control. However, what happens inside is within your control. My circle of influence is my physical fitness. It's non-negotiable to me. The food that I eat, the what goes in my mouth is in my control. What goes in my mind is in my control, right? I am the master who's controlling the puppet inside me, right? So you focus on yourself and you watch your life grow, right? What happens outside is outside of your control. However, what happens inside within your circle of influence, your mind, your body, your spirit, your health, your wealth, your relationships, your body being balanced, business bonding, your bank account, your inner peace, your happiness, that is your responsibility. Nobody else's. No one's coming. What happens outside is circle of concern. In the circle of concern, you keep your emotions out of it. You're the one who are the observer, you're the overseer, you're the permitter. You don't get absorbed by the situation. You're seeing the situation from the bird's eye view and turn any friendship in your desired outcome. Whoever is not part of that wavelength, you can't change the world. But there's one person that you can change, is you. Problem is not the problem. Your response or reaction to the problem is also the
Reaction,
problem.
that's what I was, yeah.
When you change the way you look at the things that you look at, they change. It's all about
Yes.
how you see reality, how you see perception. And reality is subjective, it's not objective. It's subject to change based on the perceiver. In Urdu, we call it like, and I'm going to translate in English, नजर का इलाज हो सकता है, नजरिए का इलाज आपने खुद करना है. जब बदलती है नजरें, बदल जाते हैं नजारे. So when you change the way you look at
You
the
look at the
thing,
things.
things that you look at, they change. You can game change the situation into your desired outcome. Life will hit you, life will hit me. We will respond or we will react. This reaction is thoughtless, response is thoughtful. So we give response and turn all the situation into. And I think I was in a Carla's show, and a lot of people like those one-liners. It's all about turning your mess into a message, garbage into gold, trash into cash, pain into purpose, power, your traumas into triumphs, your wounds into wisdom, your acons into an oak trees, your invisibility into visibility, and create and structure and architect the life that you want. Because your mind is a garden, and you have to constantly take the weed out. This entire world is a canvas, and our mind is a paintbrush. What kind of life are we painting and creating for ourselves. Because your inner world, inner reality, inner intention will manifest into external world, external reality, external intention. It's inside out, not outside in. So it's 80% of happiness, Carla, it's our inside job. It's a lot about mindset. A lot of people say, oh, XYZ is hard. I wish it was easy. Well, that's where the growth happens. You have to push yourself beyond the pain barrier and overcome and become, and we are as good as we challenge ourselves. Hey, hey. So you just focus on yourself and you watch your life grow. Keep pushing yourself so you'll have a keep pushing through so you'll have a breakthrough. We will fall so many times, but it's our bounce back, how we respond or how we react. Always respond and turn the table around. And because you are supposed to be on the steering wheel of your life, nobody else. Because if you're able to control your past, you're able to control your present. And Carla always say that: be in a moment, own the moment, seize the moment, own you now. And if you're able to live in now, you're able to build and predict the future that you want. That's all there is
And
to it.
now doesn't mean that you always have to be smiling and giggly, or
Absolutely.
you need to be sad all the time. That moment is the moment. The moment we feel that fear, so what? You just keep walking the path. Think about the river that moves down the mountain. That river is constantly moving. And it's never the same from moment to moment. So would we say, hey, river, stop here because I really like that lunch I'm having and I don't want to go past this moment? You can't do it.
Absolutely.
It's going to keep moving.
Reverse, never go reverse. That's how time is. It moves on and on and on.
Right. And let's not forget Huzaifa. I want to see if he has anything to say now that he is not allowed to use his notes. Huzaifa.
Yeah, speak from heart. Speak your heart out.
Okay, so I totally agree with everything that you guys said, and I really think that in order to attract true friends and in order to attract the people that you want to be with you, you have to be like them yourself. And true friendship and friendship is something that never ends. French, every journey has an end, it has a limit, it has an extent, but I think that friendship is one of the only one or two journeys that can never end. A journey of friendship never ends. You can have good friends, you can have fake friends, you can have bad friends, but how you identify them, how you look at them, and how you deal with them is what really matters. How you deal with yourself is what really matters. If a fake friend does something bad to you, you don't need to pay attention to it. The step to identify a fake friend and a true friend is basically experiencing them through hard times. I know everyone gets challenges in their life, everyone gets hard times, but hard times are what shows you your true, real friends. In those hard times, in those problems, in those bad situations, the people that helped you the most, the people that stood by your side, the people that never left your side, the people that never thought that you can't do it, that you cannot surpass, that you cannot go through this situation, those are the people that are your true friends. But if someone doesn't actually stay by you and they're just like, oh yeah, you will get through it, and they're not actually helping you, so that's a trigger for you. That's a little beam of light that you should stop paying that much attention to them. You should stop connecting with them a lot. And if someone doesn't like you, if they want you to change, you can change their perspective in a different way by not changing yourself, but instead showing them that you can be who you are and still be a good person. So that's all I had left to say for friendship, true friendship, for now.
Now, what do you want to say now, Rubina, now that you got your answer from Mirza?
I was just thinking about it, like because the topic was what is true friendship, and we talked a lot about being real, being original, being who we are, and only that way we'll be able to attract the like-minded people, what we want in our life, the like-minded people we want to be in our life. And if once in a while, once in a lifetime, it will happen that you attract someone who is not like you, just don't lose your focus from your own self. Your own self is more important than anything else around you. So if you will not lose focus, no matter what bad happens to you in your life, someone fake, a fake person, a fake friend comes in your life, everything will be okay. Just don't lose your focus from yourself. Be who you are, be who you want to be, try to be, and everything will be fine at the end. And you will start attracting true friends again. And obviously there are like so many good people around us, always are around us. So if it happens once in a while, once in a lifetime, don't care about it. Just move on in your life.
You used a word that I think I've become allergic to, and the word is try. Are you trying or are you doing?
Doing.
Okay. The reason I'm saying this, that in friendship or in relationship with anyone, and especially yourself, do you try or do you do? When you're doing, you're giving it your 100%. When you're trying, you may be giving it 1%. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do understand. I think we do. Try is just like the word, it came out of my mouth. We actually do. We do what we want to do.
Right. But we never really try to do anything. It just happens. Okay, Mirza, do you want to say something?
My grandma used to say something really powerful. She was like, son, do the work, it works. Do the work, it works. No one's coming. No one's, if you're not willing to invest in yourself, if you're not willing to do the work, no one else is going to come and do it for you. So do it irrespective of any thought. So, and then goes back to the earlier point that I was saying, confidence is all about doing what you tell yourself. That's what confidence is. Keeping your words to yourself with the complete integrity. And if I tell you, Carla, I'm gonna be here at your show, and if I don't show up, that's that's like out of alignment, out of integrity. There's a piece of me that is gonna come and hound me unless there's a justifiable reason. I'm gonna tell me, hey, I made a commitment to Carla, so this is how you are accountable. But the commitments that you do with you, everything is a function of your commitment. Where focus goes, energy flows. Whatever you focus on expands. If you focus on your commitment, everything is a function of your commitment. How committed are you to the success of your life, in your physical fitness, in your spirituality, in your relationship, in your career growth, in your business, in whatever you do? Do the work, it works. Do the work, it works. No one's coming. It's a function of it. That's why Nike always say this logo, just do it. And there was another thing that Josefa was saying, and I want to comment on that. This cute little boy was saying about the hard times and the friendship, and I'm going to co-relate with the topic. Listen, if you are your true, and who has the echo coming in? Let me just mute yourself. So, if you are your true friend, if you are in a complete alignment and integrity with yourself, that's your vibration. That vibe will attract your tribe around you. And that hard time would show you the real people and show you the people who don't want to be part of your, and it is fine. And like Carla was saying, rivers never go reverse. That's how time is. Time moves on no matter what. The mankind's biggest mistake is like we have so much time. No, time is running against you. There's finite amount of time. What do you in time? You be more, do more, have more. Be a lot, do a lot, have a lot. And it's all about doing, becoming someone and doing the work and then having it. And hard time creates a strong man or woman. Hard time creates a strong man or women. Mark my word. Strong man creates an easy time for him and his family. An easy time create a weak man or woman. And weak man or woman would create hard time again, and the cycle repeats. So be the person who will step up to the plate, stand in the gap, and make a difference. People who are crazy enough to change the world are the only ones that actually do it. And the main world that you need to change is your own world. And that competition happens yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, daily, 24/7, 365, round the clock. I'm into I'm a tech entrepreneur. We are in technology. This Apple iOS, it has a new patches, new version. If you don't update and upgrade, the hacker can exploit you and they can compromise your system, right? But there's a new patch in your mind. There's a new version that you release because you and I, we are competing against ourselves to be better today than we were yesterday. And that only happens when you're in complete alignment, complete integrity, and complete friendship with you. That's how you will create lifelong, sustainable, predictable energy and friendship and legacy. So go all in, play full out, and get the results. And last thing I'm going to leave off in my conversation is Bible says so beautifully, there's a verse in Bible, you shall know them by their fruit. You shall know them by their fruits. And if there is a problem with the fruit, you go back to the root and the seed that you're planting, and that's your thought. Change your thoughts, change your story, you change your life, you change your desired outcome. Thank you.
Azaifa, you've been very quiet, and I do not want you looking at your notes. But what are you thinking right now?
I'm
Azaifa, as I thought. Go on.
I'm not thinking anything special. I was just thinking that if I want to add on anything or not. I was just thinking that if there is anything else that I would like to add on, and nothing comes to mind because everything has been already talked. We've already talked about a lot of things in today's session. So I just want to say that you will find fake friends and true friends in your life on the way. And I actually, a phrase came into my mind when Mr. Mirza said that time doesn't wait for you. There's a really famous phrase in Urdu that वक्त किसी का इंतज़ार नहीं करता, meaning that time doesn't wait for anyone. You can keep waiting for the right time to come, but that right time will not wait for you. Time does not wait for you. Like you're really sad and you're sitting down on a desk, on a chair, and you're thinking, so sad, life isn't going well. So you're thinking that just time, maybe if just time could stop, then I would have some time to relax for myself. But time doesn't wait for anyone. Time's the ruler in this world, and you are the servant of time. You have to work according to time. If you want to manage success and manage things in your life properly, you have to learn to manage time and to work according to time. And this thing plays a role in everything, in any part of your life, in making friends, in making enemies, in getting success, in failing, in earning, in trying, in anything, any imaginable thing consumes time, and how you manage it is how you are inviting success and good things in your life. That's it for myself.
Mirza, you look like you want to say something.
It's so beautifully said. Uh, he's like son to me. Time is a commodity that will never ever come back. Spot on. I can give you $1 million, but you can't get your time back. So it's going on and on. And time belongs to those who will, things will work out best for those who will make the best out of the way time and things that will work out. So the only thing that we have is time, and there's no such thing as time management. It's self-management, how you and I we manage our time. And based on what I said earlier, if you own your morning routine, you own your day, and how you spend your days, how you spend your life, and by the end of the day, are you productive? Are you able to achieve your plateaus and the goals and to-do list and not to-do list, right? So it's what we do with our time and how we audit our time. And right now, this time of me is adding value in beautiful Carla's show based on my humble wisdom. And that's the best use of time. And it is a recorded event and it will self replicate. It might benefit other people. But at the same time, those best practices that have worked for me, it will work for others. So you're capturing the time, capturing the moment. But time belongs to those who audit their time. And it's either by design or either by default, either by direction or by distraction. Which one you will pick, right? You, me, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, everybody has 24 hours. It's how we manage those 24 hours that will define you and confine you. It will make you or it will break you. It will be empowering or it will be disempowering. And it's all a choice. And choice and decisions are the most powerful thing that you consciously exercise. So exercise the ownership of your time, audit your time, and results are not going to come right away, but the more you are ruthlessly focused and committed with your time and you're taking fast, measurable, decisive actions, how Carla was saying, you do the work, it will work and the results will pan out. And that's the only small little mundane thing. We were part of military back in the day, Carla, and in the morning they were expecting us to do 5 miles running because that was our perceived exertion. So I, before this thing, the training, I was only doing kilometers back in Pakistan, right? But then when you go to military, they change your perception and perspective. You're doing 5 miles, and we were asking those instructors, "What happened? What changed?" He's like, "Your perceived exertion changed, your PE changed, how you see now. What do you tell your mind? It has no choice but to accept it as a fact, as a reality. And then you're highly productive because you have done your rituals in the morning." So how you use your time toward
Mirza,
empowerment, toward disempowerment. Over to you.
you said your laptop has 5 minutes, so I want to hear what Rubina says, and we are going to go off it.
Perfect. Over to you.
Rubina, we have less than 5 minutes.
So everybody already concluded it so beautifully. I just wanted to share something I shared on my timeline, Facebook timeline, like a few years ago. That our thoughts and habits are like seeds. We choose them, we select them ourselves, we sow them in ourselves, we grow them, and then we inherit them to others around us. And this inheritance can be vertical, direct, like our kids, children. It can be horizontal, the people around us. They every moment they get affected, not by our words, by our actions, our thoughts and our habits. So that's how I want to conclude it. And Mirza and Huzefa and you, Carla, already said like everything was so beautiful this year, and I learned a lot. Thank you for having me.
Well, you're going to stay and you need to grow that confidence. Having said that, I need to grow my confidence too, because like everyone else, every moment is new, every moment is fresh, and every moment is changing. And we can't expect because something happened 2 minutes ago, it'll be the same 2 minutes later or 4 minutes later. Life is constantly moving, and friendship is constantly moving. And we just need to trust in ourselves and be our own best friend in order to be a best friend to anyone else. And with that, we're going to end MindPlore before Mirza's phone laptop goes off, and I see Hazefa left. Let's wave goodbye, and we'll be back with a new panel on Thursday. At least I think so. Have a good day, folks.